Now you know, every time you see a reaction by me, there's gonna be some controversy along with the, you know? How J. Cole just confirmed he hates Drake. Now I've been wondering what the fuck has been going on with Drake and J. Cole and Drake and Future and all this shit. Like, I'm still not even fully in the loop yet of all this dumb shit. I didn't even know J. Cole and Drake aren't even friends anymore either. This just broke my heart for real. Like, I saw this and this shit broke my heart.
Now, when it comes to Drake and J. Cole...
No, this shit ain't true, right? It's not true, right?
Now, when it comes to Drake and J. Cole, well, there was one so much
dynamic duo. Like, this cannot be happening.
Noise and chaos within the hip-hop world that nobody even had a moment to stop and look at where the two rappers who started this all may stand. Now, as things have been settling down, and we are in a time in the genre where every rapper and figure involved within...
I mean, and the other thing, Drake, like, kind of threw shade at Cole in one of his songs, or 50 push-ups. So, I can understand, but, like...
and around this conflict are picking up the pieces from it. We have been starting to really see where these two stand, and if you have been paying attention recently, it's no surprise that things between Cole and Drake have gotten really bad, as they have taken two completely different routes with their careers since Kendrick Lamar challenged them to fight for the title of the best rapper alive. And now, although J. Cole definitely got the better end of this compared to Drake, simply because he backed out as opposed to Drake, who put up a
low-key glad J. Cole backed out at this point. Like, I think I'm more glad that he backed out, because he still would have. Literally, if J. Cole was on Drake's side, they still would have lost equally worse. Like, that's just me being honest. Like, you're not going to go against Kendrick and think you're going to win. Even if it is a fucking 2v1, you're not, like, come on.
So bad.
Nigga, like, all love to Drake, and I'm still listening to the nigga, and I'm not really focused on what he fucking... you know, what niggas is saying he is and what he does. I'm focused on his fucking music like everybody else should be. So I'm not even really giving no fucks at this point about it. Like, if controversy comes out, of course I'm gonna fucking watch it because it's controversy. But like, I'm not gonna make that dictate what music I listen to, which a lot of y'all niggas try too hard to be loved and supported and shit, and y'all niggas do that a lot. So I'm not gonna let the fucking controversy shit, like, dictate who I listen to, bro. I'm gonna just keep listening to him. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know?
That he has been the laughing stock of rap for months. This doesn't mean Cole is not without his share of issues right now, because first off, for a lot of hip-hop heads, despite Cole not embarrassing himself anywhere near as bad as Drake ultimately ended up doing, Cole still has a lot to overcome, not in terms of anybody questioning his skill as an MC, because we all know he can spit, but just when it pertains to pushing his legacy past any controversy or asterisks that came along with him backing down from Kendrick Lamar. And while Cole really is still yet to put a true dent into this goal, and I'd imagine we will have to wait until the fall off or any new project from him to really enter a point where narratives begin to shift for him around the entire world of not just hip-hop, but music. Regardless of the bigger and one of the most important moments that Cole will have to face. When it comes to this tension that has been rumbling between him and Drake, more has happened in this tumultuous relationship, which started out as one of the strongest friendships in hip-hop just about a year ago.
Bro, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Fucking get this out of my face,
and that relationship, which started out as one of the strongest friendships in hip-hop just about a year ago, and now has ended in absolute ruin. Because as Cole decided to drop a feature on a new song from Daylight called A Plate of Collard Greens, he had stirred things up. But now, before we can even look at anything else, this song, which is now the second team-up between Cole and Daylight, as the first was Pie on Mike Delete Later, which also featured Absol, is another one of the better tracks hip-hop has seen all year, and really one of the best. He decided to drop a feature on a new song from Daylight called A Plate of Collard Greens. He had stirred things up. But now, before we can even look at anything else, this song, which is now the second team-up between Cole and Daylight, as the first was Pie on Mike Delete Later, which also featured Absol, is another one of the better tracks.
Yeah.
Who was gonna tell me this dropped?
P, I see you.
Okay.
Oh, this shit feel like...
Okay. Alright.
You know that feeling when
You already know. You already know. Bro, what the fuck is my spelling on?
Just pray for me on the 3rd. It's a body chopped in thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt him every...
What?
Pray for me on the 3rd. It's a body chopped in thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt him every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every
wait. I'm locking in.
Just pray for me on the 3rd.
Why is my shit tweaking?
It's a body chopped in thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt him every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every goal he made, they think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghosts look like a floor at the haunted house. 600,000 on 200 acres. I know it hurt them bad. Paparazzi peek.
Wait, I'm trying to break down lyrics. It's a bad time to do that.
Just pray for me on the 3rd.
Hold on. I'm trying to really understand.
Thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt him every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every goal he made, they think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghosts look like a floor at the haunted house. 600,000 on 200 acres. I know it hurt them bad. Paparazzi peek, we close the curtains. I know it hurt them mad. Yeah, it's like a verse that the pastor gave from the pulpit. They mad adore me, but I ain't here for the bullshit. Never stress who they gon' bless today. I knew I'd get a meal. I came from Section 8, ain't stressed to play. Yeah, the rest is greatness. It's history in the making. His story he making. Taken to the fact that we was taking place inside the trap tap with laxatives. And we think that we running shit. Relax and relapse, dope, lift up 100 clips. Some blocks turn hunted, growth stunt. His greatness is history in the making. His story he making. Taken to the fact that we was taking place inside the trap tap with laxatives. And we think that we running shit. Relax and relapse, dope, lift up 100 clips. Some blocks turn hunted, growth stunted like Barnum and Bailey. Hard for the babies, clowning, drowning they surroundings. If I op out, backseat of the police car, but never cop out. The pole too low to stop doubting for better days. The sun bright out, children let it raise. If you hear this, keep your head up, praise. Go. Go. Go.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The rain is obsolete. Jermaine is out to be celebrated, paraded out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my turn to kick. I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief to say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen, when my cadence proper from days I laid across the street from these Caucasian neighbors. New kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings, where fate is not foreseen. My brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies and rated R regimes, exchanging raw for cream. Tricked them and went left, they pulling up shooting like Tatum off a screen. The bills is due as kids, we knew the way the calls would ring. Since mom ain't paid them off, we trained to watch the names across the screen and let collections pass just like we failed to make an offering. Gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off it seems. Deep down I hated Halloween with all that I have seen.
Gotta channel thoughts, gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off it seems. Oh my god. Double entendre.
Needs another way to cause a scream. Dangerous as the king of pop. How well they spin your block. No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole gang doing insane amount of lean. This ain't prescribed cause there's no doc for pain they harboring. Some pray to God but it's odd cause Satan's catered all their dreams. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated, now they fiend.
I thought it was gonna say
flows, food for their souls to make it all serene.
How the fuck
We're here
did
to
he
play the
just Drake?
collard greens.
How the fuck did he just diss Drake in here? I don't hear it. What?
hip-hop has seen all year, and
Am I
really
supposed
one of
to
the
be-
best if we break it down by technical lyrical ability. Because in addition to Daylight, who delivers a nuanced and complex performance,
He gonna
J. Cole spits what I think is without a doubt his best verse since
Yeah, that
everything
was
that went
crazy.
down between him,
That was
Kendrick Lamar,
crazy.
and Drake, as each bar he spits is layered to the max and filled with wordplay that will just have you sitting there enamored if you appreciate the art of lyricism at its finest. And now, specifically within this verse, and what really seemed to push the conversation forward about Drake and Cole's building tension with one another, were the series of bars Cole delivered which made references to Michael Jackson in so many different clever ways, as Cole carefully pieced together a lyrical canvas with so much lore and history about MJ to make one of the best written series of lines that I have seen all year. And now, as Cole leans so heavily into referencing MJ on this track, and on top of this, the fact that he is boasting through these bars and hyping up his own stature, which is something we really have not seen in a while, and then ultimately knowing the context of what started all of this drama off in the first place, which of course goes all the way back to first-person shooter and when Drake was comparing himself to MJ on the second half of that track, which ultimately was then followed up with Kendrick throwing this right within his face as they kicked off their battle. Putting all of this together, people were speculating that this may have been a Drake diss from Cole, and while for some rappers doing something like this could have very well been trying to poke at Drake,
oh, so that was the Drake diss. Okay.
And while for some rappers doing something like this could have very well been trying to poke at Drake, based on the way Cole raps, handles beef as we have seen, and even has thrown out subliminals to other rappers in the past, I don't think this was intended to knock Drake one bit. But even with this said, this does not mean that the song hasn't told us anything about the Cole and Drake saga, because as Daylight, who is a rapper who is both signed to Kendrick Lamar's former label and still close collaborators Top Dog Entertainment, and even on top of this, has been someone who has been very vocal when it comes to bashing someone like Drake online over and over again for months. By Cole linking up with somebody from Drake's biggest rival's former label and biggest backers in this beef, this is escalating things and really saying a lot about this entire situation, because first off, for TDE at this point, based on where they are at as a collective and label and hip-hop powerhouse, they would not be putting out songs with anyone who has beefed Kendrick Lamar, as that would just be going against every single sentiment they stood on to help Kendrick project the message of a track such as Not Like Us for the entire world to see, in order for it to make such a large impact. And now beyond
this music video was so fucking beautiful, man.
If this moment was an isolated event, it would not be enough evidence to see that Cole absolutely despises Drake at this point, but when we look at this in the context of everything else, what we are seeing now, and to the highest degree we have yet, is that J. Cole...
I think he's stretching it more than he needs to. Like, unless J. Cole literally puts out another track next Friday and says I hate Drake, I hate Aubrey Graham. But if he doesn't fucking say that in the next track, then it's not fucking real. And this shit is just dragged to the point where, like, I don't think he despises Drake. Why would you? Well, I mean, that's kind of, never mind. That's kind of why that's kind of how the whole fucking Drake and Kendrick shit started. But, like, why would you fucking, like, be in front of the nigga? Drake and Cole obviously have fucking crazy, they go back, you know, they go way back. They're in front of each other all the fucking time. Why would they then hate each other, despise each other? That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Unless I hear something from J. Cole or Drake that says they hate each other, then I'm not believing this shit. I'm just really looking at it because I didn't know they were even fucking beefing as it was, bro. And if they really do fucking despise each other, hate each other, whatever the fuck, it breaks my heart. I'm not gonna lie.
Cole's new pattern is to seemingly link up and embrace people who Drake has a problem with so easily as ever since...
What?
Seemingly link up and embrace people who Drake has a problem with.
Oh yeah. Oh. I forgot about this one. Oh no. Oh dog. Oh no. Okay. No. This shit's real for sure. Nope.
Context of everything else.
Yeah.
What we are seeing now, and to the highest degree we have yet, is that J. Cole's new pattern is to seemingly link up and embrace people who Drake has a problem with so easily as ever since his apology. When we stack everything up, from Future and Metro Boomin on We Still Don't Trust You's track Red Leather, which we remember how shocking of a moment that was, to then Ruby Rosary with A$AP Rocky, who has a very serious beef with Drake, and even on top of Rocky, this song...
I hate this internet shit, dude. I hate this shit. Bro, why? Like, what?
It was produced by The Alchemist, who obviously made the beat for Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams. And while some producers have not fully taken sides in this beef, as Uncle Al has played this instrumental at almost every one of his live shows this summer, I think this speaks volumes about where he stands. And adding to this...
Bro, they play another ad, I'm about to crash out. Like, I swear to God. Like, I'm already pissed off.
Just looking at all... I think this speaks volumes about where he stands. And adding to this, just looking at all the facts, the only other features Cole has done since this genre-altering time in rap has been with Thames, who also had a fallout with Drake, and then with all of this. If we put things together and look at the fact that since this beef, and since Drake also made fun of Cole multiple times on his own diss tracks for backing out of the beef and not standing on his own words, with Cole appearing on one of the biggest albums that escalated the beef, did a song with somebody who was in one of the most intense and personal beefs with Drake of them all, the guy who produced a song that set things in motion for Drake to just get absolutely destroyed, and also a singer who's been very vocal about their issues with Drake, and then on top of this, a guy from Top Dog Entertainment who is directly connected with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, when we stack all of this up, aside from working with Cash Cobain on the absolute career lowlight of Grippy, every artist J. Cole has been...
Niggas try to do the same shit with... Maybe J. Cole just doesn't take this shit to the grave like Drake does, you know? Like, maybe J. Cole just... Because maybe J. Cole's like an easy, like... I'll forgive you, or nothing happened between us. You can hate Drake, but nothing happened between us, so I'm cool with you. I don't really think it should be like a thing where J. Cole can't hang out with the people Drake doesn't like, or the people that don't like Drake just because Drake doesn't like them, or just because they don't like Drake. I feel like it should be like, they're people at the end of the fucking day. They're artists. J. Cole's not gonna talk to certain artists just because Drake, I mean, yeah, but like, you know, it should be on some like, that would be like if, that literally is like, since Rage and Bruce still talk after Kai and Bruce fell out, that should be how it is. Like, niggas shouldn't just, this is my way of thinking, at least. It's a fucking controversy video, I'm gonna talk about this shit. Bro, I just feel like certain niggas shouldn't be, not friends with the person that they hate, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like J. Cole should still fuck with him, with the people that Drake doesn't like, or the people that don't like Drake, just because, like, you know, I feel like, you know, you get where I'm going with this shit, bro.
Been standing with,
you get where I'm going?
Despise Drake, and based on where we are at,
it's just like a simple meetup, you know what I mean? I really hope I'm right.
During this moment in time. More than ever, there is way too much evidence to see that J. Cole has definitely reached time. More than ever.
That nigga's not 38. Bro. That nigga is not 38. That nigga is not... Oh. J. Cole is 30 fucking 9? I have to end this video. I have to end this fucking... J. Cole is 39. That nigga's almost 40. Future is 40. Drake is 37. Kendrick's 36. Y'all niggas are beefing in your 30s? That just changed the entire perspective for me. Maybe, bro, maybe J. Cole fucking left the beef because he's a grown-ass man at this point and shouldn't be beefing with these niggas, period. Maybe J. Cole's just in his own fucking Maybe he's trying to level up instead of go the fuck down again. See, yeah. I'm J. Cole with this whole beef shit.
There is way too much evidence to see that J. Cole, regardless J. Cole has been standing with, seems to despise Drake. And based on
the
where
fact that niggas is beefing in their 30s, like, and y'all are all artists making money at the end of the day. I said the same shit in the car with my mom and sister, bro. Y'all niggas are in your 30s. I would never beef with another man with a house, a wife, a car, a child, a fucking $1 billion fucking income every day. I'd never beef with another nigga like that. We are the same. We should not be beefing in our 30s. I don't care what the fuck the world. I don't care how the world operates. I don't care how the sun looks. I don't care how the fucking earth looks. We should not be beefing in our 30s. Period. If I would have known that from jump, bro, I would have said that shit off rip, bro. Like, y'all niggas are 30, bro. Now that I know you're 30, you know? Because I didn't.
In hip-hop during this moment in time.
That's crazy.
More than ever, there is way
40.
too much evidence to see that J. Cole has definitely received the jabs that Drake was throwing on his name during tracks like Push-Ups and Family Matters, in an attempt to try and deflect the spotlight and pressure off of him during the biggest rap beef arguably ever. And seemingly because of this, while Cole again has shown that he is not the guy who will make this an all-out lyrical duel because that just isn't the way he moves, whether we like it or not. Still, from everything he has put out in his music over the years, and
he's more of a person to show you how he's coming more than like tell you, you know what I mean? Like he does this music shit, but he's more of a like, I'll show you how I get down rather than tell you how I get down. You know what I mean?
And from the person he has shown us he is, Cole is also not the type of guy to just let him get
I swear, me and Cole are like one right now. Like I swear this nigga's speaking to me in my head, you know?
Respected by anybody over and over again, as Cole has had to clear many of these features and seems to have no problem with all of these tracks coming out and letting the moments he is given.
30 fucking 8. What age was he when the beef started? This shit started. It started. When did it start? It started after January. So yeah, if I was 30 fucking 9, I would have jumped out the beef too, especially if I was against Kendrick. Nigga, the fuck? Yeah, I would have jumped out too, cause nigga, we are almost 40. Like, we are not gonna still be beefing with these fucking other rich ass artists, bro. Like,
giving us stand by themselves and send whatever messages that may come alongside with them. With one of the craziest feature runs with Drake's enemies ever. He has confirmed to the highest extent that we can see without him releasing new solo music that if Drake wants to sneak this in and make fun of him on social media, J. Cole is only going to heighten the pressure on him in this faint yet tactical way of linking up with his enemies.
I didn't say it in like a smartsy way because I didn't finish school, but I basically said it what he just said in like a more like, you know, dumbed down way, you know what I mean?
To make Drake look all the more alone and isolated. And beyond this, now with the new Daylight collab, what this is telling us at the very least is that the relations between Cole and TDE are now good, as they would not stamp their brand on anything that even hints at being anti-Kendrick Lamar. Which then of course means that it's looking like Cole and Kendrick Lamar as a whole seem to be on good terms, or just have some sort of strong and unbreakable respect for one another. Which would explain why they have not engaged further in this beef, and even why Kendrick Lamar seemed to allude to Drake having problems already on a track like Not Like Us, which we didn't really seem to notice because...
No, I don't even think Kendrick and Cole are good. Because, like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? If Kendrick and Cole have if they both have a collab on one of their albums, then I'd say my thoughts would be they're good again. If, you know, that's all I'm saying. But I don't believe they're good again. If they have a collab together, or they're, you know, whatever happens in the next 2 months, 3 months, you know, I'm not believing shit till I see it or hear it.
They have not engaged further in this beef, and even why Kendrick Lamar seemed to allude to Drake having problems already on a track like Not Like Us, which we didn't really seem to notice because so much was going on back then. So overall, as J. Cole is now defining this chapter of his career right now by going on a feature run with all of Drake's opponents, and after having his legitimacy as an MC and integrity as a man being made fun of by it. Cole is letting us know once and for all that he is done with Drake, and because of the way he threw him out and mocked his choice for backing out of the beef. While Cole and Drake may have seemed to be best friends as they did a joint tour and released multiple collabs together in 2023, now that this is all said and done and Drake has really shown who he really is, Cole wants nothing to do with him. So now with all this said, let me know. What do you think of this entire situation? And now, do you think that things between Drake and Cole will go further than this? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And if you want to see how Drake just tried to diss Kendrick Lamar yet again, but failed miserably, check out the suggested video.
At this point, fuck it. We're 25 minutes in, so we might as well. Like, what? I am getting mind blown by
Kendrick Lamar's new song and Super Bowl halftime show announcement, a new mixtape from Future, and other single releases from artists who he has beef with. When it comes to what is becoming the never-ending feud between Drake and all of his rivals, right now in terms of who is dominating the spotlight and getting all the attention and praise, with Kendrick making history with the Super Bowl, Future's new mixtape having insane sales projections for an artist releasing their third full-length project this year, and even someone like The Weeknd just breaking an absolutely mind-boggling record as he became the first artist ever to have 18 songs with over 1 billion streams.
Oh, shit.
All of these artists who contributed ever to have 18 songs.
Hey, he deserved it. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Weeknd, man.
Songs with over 1 billion streams. All of these artists who contributed to the downfall Drake has been on are getting more praise than anyone else right now, and as a result of this, Drake has become more livid, and this has caused him to try and shift the spotlight back on him to create chaos in the music world and give him...
He has to start dropping shit on 100 gigs and just drop. Like, I hate how every artist too is taking that post, the whole song on Instagram wave that Drake was doing. Like, can we drop songs? What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Drop the fucking song on Spotify with a cover art and a music video too, maybe. Like, stop dropping these fucking 100 gig untitled ass cover arts. You know, start dropping songs, nigga. Like,
and the attention that otherwise he would not be getting. And now, how Drake went about this?
It's crazy. All of his rivals have dropped in the same fucking week. Is that not crazy? We got Future literally 2 days ago. Not 2 days ago. It was like a week ago, I think. I don't remember. Yeah. And then Weeknd. And then who else? Cole. In the same week.
Was by going on his old reliable good old burner account Plotmas and posting a series of cryptic pictures that when you just stop and think about for more than a few seconds. While some of these are wide and give him the attention that otherwise he would not be getting. And now how Drake went about this was by going on his old reliable good old burner account Plotmas and posting a series of cryptic pictures that when you just stop and think about for more than a few seconds. While some of these are weird.
Oh yeah, he posted fucking Bang the other day. Saw that shit.
Clearly don't make any sense beyond Drake trying to make himself look smarter than he actually is. A lot of these are very obviously telling us about how
I just hope him and 21 are good. Like, I hope they're good. I'm trying to think if 21 was on
feels about all of his
any Future shit lately. I don't even think 21 and Future have ever done a song together. I've never even seen them in the same room together. So, you know, I might be wrong. Hey, I've never heard them on a track together. I don't think. Bro, who did I just literally say? 21. Oh yeah, not for a while. Yeah. Okay, so 21's loyal. 21's loyal. At least when you don't see beef between them.
His rivals catching non-stop W's at the moment, and even
that's fine. I mean, they're, you know,
more significant than this.
This J. Cole and Drake shit did seem forced to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
how Drake is gonna try and crash while Drake is livid at. Most of these shots are aimed at Kendrick Lamar. And as Kendrick just was announced to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show and also just released a new track where, although it wasn't a direct diss at Drake, it heavily alluded to how he destroyed him in their rap battle. After Drake tried to spread false narratives and pathetic knocks on Kendrick through his media pawns like DJ Academics and Mal, and also through his own actual OVO members. His media pawns like DJ
Oh my god.
Academics and Mal, and also through his own actual OVO members. After that failed, Drake is now directly coming at Kendrick for the first time since his vague disses and proclamation about revenge on his last 100 gigs drop of new music, and now what Drake says here is a direct response to Kendrick playing the Super Bowl, as he posted multiple clips from Christopher Nolan's classic Batman movies. And now first off, Drake posted a few clips of Christian Bale's Batman talking about upgrading his suit and the type of enemies this tech he is using will allow for him to battle and withstand. And as they mentioned dogs and cats in this section, this seems like Drake is trying to spin this narrative of him being labeled as a dog, and specifically pertaining to how Kendrick Lamar called Drake goofy earlier this year, and now how other rappers are hopping in on this trend by calling Drake other ridiculous dog names. Try to flip this narrative, hopping in on this trend by
This was about Drake? Bro, this isn't even a good bar anymore. Bro, I didn't know this was about Drake. Oh my god. Everything just comes out and then it's about Drake. And it'd be the fucking best, bro.
Calling Drake other ridiculous dog names. Try to flip this narrative in his own way, and by calling called Drake goofy earlier this year, and now how other rappers are hopping in on this trend by calling Drake other ridiculous dog names. Try to flip this narrative in his own way, and overall just adds.
I guess anybody talks about a dog in the next fucking 5 months, it's just gonna be about Drake. Just
noise and chaos to this statement, which while I really don't think this does anything, nor does it really make any sense, this is the only conclusion we can draw from this. But now what's most important about all of this, and is really showing where Drake's head is at, he also posted a picture of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And now again, this is of course another call to Nolan's Batman films, and beyond just bringing another clip from the movie that just feels like it's pulling at strings. This seems to be very targeted and direct in Drake's posting of this, as of course, as Bane is the villain in this film who is best remembered for his scene where he goes into the Gotham City football stadium and destroys the building as he proclaims once and for all at such a public and high-profile event that he is taking over the city. When we see this picture from this part of the movie, and know that Kendrick is going to be performing at the Super Bowl, and of course at a football stadium, I mean, it's blatantly obvious that this is Drake's very direct way of trying to show the hand that he will be playing around Super Bowl time, which is seemingly going to be to ruin Kendrick.
That's actually smart as fuck. I didn't even think about it like that. Yo, I'm mind blown, bro. I swear to God, I'm mind blown. I have found out so much shit within 30 minutes, bro.
Moment, and one of the biggest in hip-hop history for that matter, and while he obviously can't do what a fictional Batman villain did, he is pretty much using his presence as a mirror to what he wants to do, which is of course going to be to sabotage this moment and take it from Kendrick as he turns the tides of everything going on. And now with Drake doing this,
if I see Drake walk into the fucking Super Bowl, I'm going to go insane.
And then a few stories later posting a character who is famous.
Bro, y'all remember fucking... Bro, this is going to be Kendrick and Drake at the Super Bowl. Ready for this shit? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Honestly, I hope Drake shows up at the fucking Super Bowl. I hope it happens. Hey,
We're going on a quest to retrieve the crown that has been stolen from him. I mean, it's very clear that he's trying to convince us that he is going to be taking rap back in this moment. And now I will say, unlike the music he releases, Drake's social media posts where he is referencing other media and using movie clips to tell us what is next usually end up being right in terms of showing what actually is going to come, regardless of if it actually delivers on that promise of what he's trying to do, which, as we saw during this beef, it never did. But now with this plan for Drake, I think at this point we can expect Drake to be plotting for something huge to happen on the night of the Super Bowl, which will either be one of three things. And now with these routes he can take, it's looking like Drake will either be dropping a new song. But now, considering how poor his recent singles have performed, I think it's more probable and would make more sense for him to flood the market with an entire new album.
Okay, sorry, my storage is tweaking, but I said February's kind of insane for the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta wait 5 months just for him to do some dumb shit at the Super Bowl.
It's more probable and would make more sense for him to flood the market with an entire new album, EP, or mixtape.
Who, Drake? Who are we talking about here?
Three things. And now with these routes he could take, it's looking like Drake will either be dropping a new song. But now, considering how poor his recent singles have performed, I think it's more probable.
Yeah. I just don't want to be talking about the fucking beef again in fucking February.
And would make more sense for him to flood the market with
this is like forever going at this point, so fuck.
Entire new album, EP, or mixtape. And I do think that this is what we will most likely see, but also, as this is about performing at the end of the day, it's possible that Drake could try to get even more petty than this and try and throw a show of his own in a surrounding venue to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And this could even be a show between him and Lil Wayne. And while this would add some direct real-life competition to what Kendrick is about to do with the halftime show, I don't think it would really have any impact because there's no venue bigger that Drake and Wayne could be at, so they would only be second fiddle at best to what Kendrick is doing. But now with how misguided Drake's moves have been, we can't...
What? Like, Drake can't fucking show up at the Super Bowl to make shit just, like, disappear. You know, it's like... I just don't see how... Like, by next year, I don't even want to be thinking about this shit still. Like, I don't even want to know if this shit's still going on or not. That'll be like a year that this shit's still been going on. Like, pretty much.
Can't discount this possibility entirely, but now overall, with Drake posting Bane to try and reveal to us his plan to ruin Kendrick's moment and take over the Super Bowl season as he snatches back the crown of rap out of nowhere, are we really supposed to be scared or even the slightest bit intimidated by this? Because when we break it down, projecting yourself and alluding to your emotional state and plan by posting a Batman villain on your burner social media account is about the lamest and most juvenile thing you can do.
Bro,
and at this point,
smart,
I mean, it's
nigga. Like, if you really think about it and write this shit down, nigga, it's smart, bro.
Almost like Drake doesn't understand why he is
look cool from a distance, you know.
Getting no respect from his peers or from genuine hip-hop fans, because doing this stuff at the point and at the level he has done it is really the most pathetic and anti-hip-hop thing you can possibly do. Because now with all of these posts, it is just endless setup after endless setup without any sort of payoff, which makes all of this aimless posting. This is
a dumb fucking video.
Endless setup without any sort of payoff. Which makes all of this aimless posting that is only going to lead to more failure. And if Drake really had a Bane moment coming, let's just imagine that for a second. Why would he put it on Kendrick and everyone else's radar that it's coming instead of just popping out and doing the thing out of nowhere? Because in all honesty, by teasing it ruins the mystique and intent of anything Drake could do and just makes these posts seem more performative and desperate for attention than anything. And at the end of the day, this is really the problem with everything for Drake, because now...
Think about it like that.
Like, everything is a performance from him.
They look cool from a distance.
A chance to not win fans back genuinely, but to try and deceive him into liking him again, as opposed to genuinely grasping.
I don't think he gives a fuck. Does he? That does not look like a man that gives a fuck who hates him or loves him.
Onto something that he's offering purely from his music. And now, I know I have said this 1,000 times in my videos, but there's no other way to put...
There's enough people that still fuck with him, so I don't really...
In a genre like hip-hop, this is never going to work, because even with the state of the genre right now, with all of its cosplayers and fake MCs who are trying to ride out with...
I like how Ice Spice is the only one on the screen.
gimmicks in supplement of actual talent. Even with how low the bar is bent, people are no longer seeing Drake through the lens that he has needed them to for his brand to actually succeed. So as long as people keep seeing these immature and pathetic social media boards and hints that for a man of his age to do over and over again is just absolutely pathetic. No matter if what he is planning to is as big as ruining the most televised event of the entire year and one of the most anticipated rap performances of all time. No one is going to take Drake seriously because he has given us no reason to, and without the hype and flair that used to surround these petty and immature stunts that he used to do to promote his very lacking music, we are only going to see this downfall continue and Kendrick's victory get all the larger. So with all this said, let me know. What do you think of Drake's Super Bowl-sized crash out, and do you think that anything important will come of this?
Damn,
or
that
do you
was
think
kinda insane.
Immature stunts that he used to do to promote his large thing that I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And now if you want to hear about music that will actually fulfill the goals and expectations it is trying to live up to, as Kendrick Lamar has seen.
He took an L, but he ain't killed somebody. Like, what the fuck? You trying to act like he killed somebody, bro? Like, I don't. You know? Yeah, he fought up going against Kendrick, but nigga, he didn't kill somebody, bro. Like, what? Anyway, this has been a 40-minute video and taking up my storage, so I gotta end. But if y'all enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Jesus Christ, I didn't even want to get deep in like I got, but hey, it happened. So, you know, I love y'all. Take care. Shout out Kendrick, shout out Cole, and shout out Drake. Goddamn. This is a loop of bullshit, bro. I'm out of here. Take care.